The location of the current township of Bourke is on a bend in the Darling River, the traditional country of the Njamba people. Archaeological sites indicate Aboriginal occupancy of the region dating back thousands of years. The first British explorer to explore the river was Charles Sturt in 1828, who named it after Sir Ralph Darling, Governor of New South Wales. Having struck the region during an intense drought and low river, Sturt dismissed the area as largely uninhabitable and short of any features necessary for establishing reliable industry on the land. Further exploration of the area did not occur until 1835, when the colonial surveyor Sir Thomas Mitchell conducted an expedition. Following tensions with the local people, Mitchell built a small stockade to protect his men and named it Fort Bourke, after the then Governor Sir Richard Bourke. It wasn't until 1859 when British colonists were able to gain a foothold along the Upper Darling with the arrival of paddle steamers, making river transportation and trade to the southern settlements seasonably viable. The first paddle steamer to reach Fort Bourke was the Genesis in February 1859. Vincent James Dowling, with his head stockman John E. Kelly, successfully established the Fort Bourke cattle station and homestead in 1859. The immediate area around Fort Bourke, where Mitchell had originally built his little stockade, was deemed too flood-prone for a township. So an elevated site on the east bank of the river, about 10 kilometres north of the fort, was chosen for closer settlement. In 1862, the township of Bourke was officially surveyed and laid out at this locality. As the pastoralist industry expanded around Bourke, the town rapidly grew into a busy river port, with paddle steamers shipping large quantities of stock and wool south to Echuca, from where the railway extension allowed further transportation to Melbourne. Road infrastructure improved with the opening in May 1883 of the North Bourke Bridge, which was modified in 1895 and 1903. The 1895 modifications led to improved designs for subsequent lift-span bridges. The bridge is the oldest movable span bridge in Australia and is the sole survivor of its type in New South Wales. It served for 114 years before being bypassed in 1997, when a new bridge carrying the Mitchell Highway was opened just downstream. By 1885, Bourke was made accessible by rail, and reliance on the river trade to the south was quickly replaced by the more direct rail access to Sydney. As trade moved away from river transport routes, Bourke's hold on the inland trade industry began to relax. Whilst no longer considered a trade centre, Bourke serves instead as a key service centre for the state's northwestern regions. In the semi-arid outback landscape, sheep farming, along with some small irrigated cotton crops, comprise the primary industry in the area today. Well, there is water in the river, but not much, and it's green. We spent a couple of nights here in 2010. So I've got enough video and photos, I think, to go around at the moment. Back of Bourke Exhibition Centre, turn left 200 metres. Oh yeah? Oh, I see, that's it there, yeah. That's right, we had a look at that back then too. North Bourke. There's the old bridge to the right of us. Gateway Bridge. Well, I don't think there's enough water in there to be doing these boat trips at the moment, which is what we did back in 2010. And this is the remains of the back of Bourke Hotel. Well, that's interesting. I'll go and have a look at that. Oh, Peter, just coming back from over the store over the road, and a couple just come past and said, "You wouldn't be worried." He said, "We got all your videos, all of them." He said, "All of them." And John and Kathy from Sydney. So yeah, so we've had a bit of a natter, and he's just upgraded from a Pajero to a 200 series, and 200 is quite thirsty, he reckons, by comparison, so which is probably right. V8 motor as opposed to probably a 4, I don't know. Anyway, so the hotel, it was burnt down on the 6th of May, and we took video on the 1st of May when we were in the place. And a few months later, the police rang to see if they could use the video, because I put it up on YouTube, seeing as how it was an icon gone. So they said, no, the shop's been here 100 years, but the pub, that's what got burnt down. So we had a look at the video, and right, okay, now we know where we're at. This little room in the back of Bourke Hotel. This is some of the history of the pub and of the area. Pretty much a typical old pub, really.
Yeah, right, like office stuff, alright? Yeah. Next door though. Yeah. Fucking good job, mate, best off there. Be like Toronto Jetson.
So we're on our way. No fuel for the next 250 kilometres, which means there's nothing in Ingonia, there's nothing at Barrangun. Cunnamulla's the next fuel stop. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 600 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.